Hey guys, happy Monday. I want to say great job again on the challenge. A little something different this time, obviously on Friday with the memory verse challenge, but you guys did an awesome job. And so thanks everybody who participated in that. I know it was 4 verses and a lot to memorize, but I'm really glad that you did. I'm planning to make probably every Friday from now until we're able to meet again a verse memory challenge Friday. And so plan ahead that way and try and give you enough heads up that you can get the verses memorized, and so looking forward to that. Make sure you stick around until the end of this video to see the new challenge. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it, and I think you're going to have a blast. I wanted to give you a couple of reminders about challenges and some important things. Make sure that you submit your challenge by 9 p.m. on the day that it's due. That gives us time in the evening to make sure that they get posted. That does take some time. So 9 p.m. I've given grace to a few people, but that's a one-time thing. So after you get grace one time, after that we won't be able to accept your challenges after 9 p.m. because we really need to get them up. If you're sending me a video, emailed or uploaded to something like Dropbox or Google Drive, is always going to be the best quality, but make sure it comes through if you do it that way. I've had several empty emails come to me because the attachment didn't go on there. So make sure that you check before you send it to me that it's attached. Facebook Messenger, you're going to get decent quality, and you're going to get the worst quality video if you send it through a text, but if that's the only way you can get it to me, that's totally fine. We just want it to be the best that it can be. As you know, last week's devotional was focused on reading the Bible for all it's worth and making the most out of your time with God each day. And I hope that was a blessing to you. We are moving on to different things with the devotional this week, but I wanted to share with you one final tip as far as your Bible reading, Bible study time with God. And that tip is that you should always share what you're learning. I think of in 1 Corinthians 14:26, Paul is admonishing the church how they should edify each other. He says, "How is it then, brethren, when ye come together, every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation? Let all things be done unto edifying." Now, Paul, he's driving at another point. He's driving at the fact that when they're in their worship services, there should be order, and it should be done in a way that makes sense. But part of what he's saying is that everyone in the church has something to contribute to edify each other. Edify means to build up, or to encourage, or to help make somebody else better. And that's something that we should be doing regularly. We are a church. We are a group of believers who are bound together in a local body, and we should be edifying one another, and we should be building each other up. And part of how we do that is by sharing what God is teaching us. And so we should be telling people what we read in our Bible this morning. We should be showing people, what did God teach me, and what did it mean to me, and how does it change how I'm living? And so consider doing that today. Consider sharing with your parents. Mom and Dad, here's something I learned today. Here's what it means to me. Share with a sibling. Text or call a friend. Share with your grandparents. Find somebody that you can share what you're learning with and how you are growing, and encourage them and edify them in that way. I know one of my biggest struggles when I was in college, I had a very close group of very godly friends, but it was pretty rare that we would turn the conversation to spiritual things. And one of my friends came to me, and he just shared with me a burden. He said, we're close, we're all Christians, we even serve together, but we very rarely share what's going on in our hearts and what we're learning and things like that. And that was a big challenge to me, and from then we made it a point to make sure that we talked about spiritual things. So I want to encourage you, share what you're learning. Reach out to someone else, edify them, and with your friends even though it's hard to sometimes change the conversation from like talking about video games, talking about sports, and change that to talking about spiritual things. It's an important thing to do, and the more that you do that, the more natural it will be to share what God is working on in your heart with someone else. So do just that. Bring what God is doing in your heart, edify someone else, and maybe even start with that today. Before I let you go, I will tell you about the new challenge. And the new challenge for today is to build a Rube Goldberg machine. And if you don't know what a Rube Goldberg machine is, there will be a video link below this video to a YouTube video of a kid who built a Rube Goldberg machine. You can find other examples on YouTube or online, but basically a Rube Goldberg machine is you have energy start somewhere, and that energy is passed on and passed on and passed on, and you can use pulleys, you can use matchbox cars, you can use a marble, you can use anything you want to use. Siblings are welcome to work together on this, but we'll take that into account as we judge them. You know, I know that it's harder for one person to build something like this, so we'll take all that into account. But your siblings can work together, and if you win, you'll all share the points. But build your best Rube Goldberg machine, and send us a video, or if you can't send a video, send us the best picture you can take, or a couple of pictures, and show us your Rube Goldberg machine. I think that's going to be really cool, so do that today. Thanks so much for watching the video today. It's a little bit shorter. I know we just had a really long one, but thanks so much for tuning in, and stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk to you again on Wednesday.